is officially voted in as a team captain for the WNBA All-Stars. They might be your second biggest fan group, but they're not happy. They're not happy. Rigged public vote, who cares? I pity the player she select on her.
It happened in the blink of an eye. 1 minute, people were questioning whether Caitlin Clark even deserved to be an All-Star. The next, she shattered the record books, leaving rival fans in complete disbelief. Because no matter how hard some people tried to downplay her, push her out of the spotlight, or drag her through the mud, Caitlin Clark just did something no one could ignore. She broke the WNBA All-Star voting record, not tied it, not came close. She obliterated it. The final numbers were staggering, more than 700,000 votes, the most any player had ever received in the league's history. She didn't just lead the voting, she lapped the field. The margin wasn't close. It was historic. And the moment those numbers were released to the public, the entire basketball world erupted.
Her being voted in as a team captain is a big one. It is genuinely a big one. Shock? Not whatsoever. Not whatsoever, because obviously we haven't seen the full WNBA All-Star voting. And Paige obviously not going to be an All-Star captain. And all the Dallas Wings fans talking about it like it was a guarantee.
Fans who had supported her since her Iowa days rejoiced. Longtime WNBA supporters couldn't believe what they were seeing. Casual observers became instant believers, and rival fans, they lost their minds. Message boards went into meltdown mode. Instagram comment sections were a war zone. On X, formerly Twitter, it felt like the entire sports community was on fire. The same people who had spent weeks mocking her, calling her overhyped, a media product, just a shooter, were now scrambling for excuses. She only got that many votes because of TikTok fans. Casuals ruined the vote. This is why we can't take the WNBA seriously anymore.
I think if these people voted, it would be something. But yeah, just want to see the old quote tweets. I didn't realize I didn't have the tweets to bring up. There's a lot of semi-viral tweets, and I mean, I wish these people that get these viral tweets actually, voted for the All-Star game. Oh wait, Caitlin is technically averaging less points than Paige Beckers now. And Caitlin's averaging less blocks per game after the last game.
She hasn't done enough. But deep down, they knew the truth. They had just witnessed a power shift, one that couldn't be undone with jealousy or denial. Because Caitlin Clark didn't just break a record, she became the record. The impact was immediate and far-reaching. Sports media outlets scrambled to reframe their narratives. Pundits who had cautiously tiptoed around her name now had no choice but to recognize what just happened. Clark, the 22-year-old rookie from Iowa, had officially taken over. And yet, for those paying attention, this wasn't a surprise. This was inevitable. Caitlin Clark has been setting records since she picked up a basketball. In college, she became a household name not just because of her stats, but because of her presence. Her logo threes, her no-look passes, her fearless attitude in the face of packed arenas and hostile crowds. She didn't just play basketball, she performed. But when she entered the WNBA, the reception wasn't entirely warm. There were hard fouls, bitter comments from opposing players, side-eye from veterans, an invisible line drawn between her and the rest of the league. They didn't say it out loud, but the message was clear: you haven't earned this yet. But Clark didn't flinch. She didn't beg for acceptance. She didn't whine. She just kept showing up, kept playing, kept giving fans something to cheer for. And now, after months of criticism and underhanded disrespect, her fans gave her the ultimate gift in return. More votes than anyone, ever. It was poetic justice. Especially considering that just a week earlier, Clark had been placed 9th in the WNBA's player vote rankings for guards. That's right. Despite being a top 10 leader in assists, three-pointers, and total impact, her peers ranked her 9th among guards. The backlash was swift. Justice for Clark trended within hours. Commentators called it gatekeeping, jealousy, hazing. Even casual fans could see it for what it was: personal. But instead of complaining, Clark did what she always does. She kept hooping. And now the numbers spoke louder than any press conference ever could. More than 700,000 people didn't just support Clark. They believed in her. They trusted their eyes. And they weren't going to let silent locker rooms or salty Twitter accounts rewrite the narrative. This wasn't just a win for Caitlin Clark. This was a win for the fans. For the kids showing up to games in her jersey. For the parents watching women's basketball for the first time because of her. For the young girls who now believe they can sell out arenas just like she does. It was a cultural shift. And rival fan bases couldn't handle it. Across social media, rival teams' fans reacted with pure disbelief. She's only here because of ESPN hype. She wouldn't survive the old WNBA. Put her on a different team and she'd be irrelevant. This is a joke. She's not even the best rookie. But here's the thing. They weren't arguing with Caitlyn anymore. They were arguing with 700,735 votes. They were arguing with every packed stadium she played in, every sold-out ticket, every time a WNBA jersey with her name sold out within minutes, every highlight reel that went viral, every little girl who lined up outside the arena just to see her warm up. This wasn't hype. This was history. And the people who couldn't see it, they were already behind. What made it worse for rival fans was Clark's reaction, because she didn't throw it in anyone's face, didn't clap back, didn't make a spectacle. She smiled, thanked the fans, said she was honored, then went right back to practice. It was almost annoying how humble she was, because her critics wanted her to gloat. They wanted her to be arrogant. They needed something to latch onto, a reason to say, see, this is why we don't like her. But she gave them nothing, just poise, just professionalism, just a player who loves the game and happens to be better at it than most people want to admit. Meanwhile, the league itself began to shift around her. Suddenly, every promo graphic had her front and center. WNBA merch stores put her jersey at the top of the homepage. TV networks asked for more Fever games to be aired nationally. Brand deals rolled in faster than the league could count. Because, like it or not, Caitlin Clark is the moment. She's the spark the WNBA's been waiting for. The perfect storm of talent, personality, and marketability. And now she has the receipts to prove it. Even NBA players started chiming in. Trae Young tweeted, "Caitlin breaking that record is crazy. Love to see it." Kevin Durant liked multiple posts about her voting numbers. LeBron reposted a highlight with the caption, "All-star numbers don't lie." So now, rival fans found themselves trapped between acknowledging greatness and choking on their own bitterness. And the best part? Clark's still just a rookie. She hasn't even scratched the surface of what she's going to become. The vision, the leadership, the clutch shooting, the floor awareness. It's all developing in real time, and everyone's watching. Which means one thing, this is only the beginning. If her rookie year is already breaking records, what's going to happen when she hits her prime? Will she break the scoring title? Assist record? Will she lead a team to a championship before 25? Will the All-Star vote next year double again? The possibilities are endless, and the pressure is massive. But Clark doesn't seem fazed. Every game, she walks in with the same calm expression, the same high ponytail, the same slow, confident jog to the bench. She knows the cameras are watching. She knows every play she makes will be dissected. And she embraces it. That's what separates her. The noise doesn't shake her. The hate doesn't fuel her. She's just locked in. So as rival fans scramble to explain away her success, to convince themselves it's all just temporary, Clark keeps moving. Step back 3, no-look assist, full court vision, another win, another milestone, another viral clip, and in the stands, fans screaming her name, holding signs, wearing her jersey, recording her warm-ups like she's a rock star. Because to them she is. Caitlin Clark didn't ask to be the face of the WNBA, but the fans chose her, and they did it in record-breaking numbers. No amount of shade or doubt can take that away. So the next time the critics want to question her place in the league, they might want to check the scoreboard. Because whether they like it or not, Caitlin Clark is already winning. And the fans, they're all in.